first and foremost, RIP Jay Briscoe. There's a lot to unpack with that, but we're not gonna dive too deep into it. I'll be honest, I was a new fan of the Briscoes, and I wish I had been a fan longer. I cannot wait to see the tribute show that AEW has put together. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll, honor Jay Briscoe as Jay Briscoe should be honored. Though, Warner Media is catching a lot of flack for not allowing AEW to do a tribute show to him on TV. And, fuck Warner Media for that shit. That is some BS of... their reasoning is ridiculous considering all the other shit they allow as a network. Especially considering the slap league bullshit that Dana White is trying to push, though he was just caught on camera slapping his wife. But now it got, has me thinking, was that all part of the marketing plan? And it was just like really bad marketing. Someone in his party's like, hey, you know what? You know what's really gonna sell your slap fighting show? Go hit your wife in the club. Because I don't... It makes no sense. Like, what other... It's not a smart move. It's just really odd to see someone on tape hitting their wife. And then they release, news that they're starting a slap fighting league. Whatever the fuck. But either way, Warner Media dropped the ball, fucked up with the Briscoes. Period. Because I feel like we missed out on a lot of TV matches that could have been great, but we did get some good pay-per-view matches. This double dog collar match is one of the best matches I've ever seen. From a psychological wrestling standpoint, I think new fans could get into it too. Let me open the water real quick. Is that like Trailer Park ASMR? But this is hands down one of the best matches I've ever seen. Both guys put their bodies on the line. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't even know what all to say about it. I really don't. You just got to go back and watch it. Ring of Honor Final Battle 2022. And, yeah. I mean, both groups of guys walked away with injuries that I'm sure they would have lived with forever, unfortunately. But switching to Raw, Kevin Owens is really giving the Bloodline a run for their money right now. Him and Sami Zayn, I see, they're the thorns in the side of the Bloodline right now. It seems as if the Bloodline's kind of doing whatever they can to keep Sami in line. But Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I see them pairing up in the future. Someone they got working tag matches and losing, which makes no sense. This is why I say Shelton Benjamin is getting catfished. Because this company fucks with him so hard. And not in the good way. Like, if you look at his win-loss record, he's not batting 500. And it's really odd, considering that the company just celebrated his 20-year anniversary, and then he loses 2 matches after that. He only won the match celebrating his 20-year anniversary. So I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me, because Shelton Benjamin is a crazy talent. But whatever. Speaking of crazy talent, I feel like they are spoiling some of the entrants to the Royal Rumble. I don't know about you, but I was super hype when Cody returned at WrestleMania, and I feel like this could be another awesome return, another great moment. But no. Yeah, it'll be cool seeing him among other guys, of course, but it would have been cool if it was a surprise. I know there's still some people to come. A lot of people are thinking The Rock is going to pop up. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to wait for WrestleMania. I don't see a guy like that just popping up out of the blue without any, without any promo, because WWE wants people to watch. So I get why they went ahead and announced somebody like Cody. And that also has me thinking, though, if they, are spoiling the surprise of Cody Rhodes returning, who aren't they telling you about? So, makes me wonder. Dynamite had a lot going on this week. A lot. The Young Bucks putting Top Flight over. Orange Cassidy retaining against Jay Lethal. Which, honestly, I would be okay with Jay Lethal snagging the belt. But, I don't know. They're still building Orange as a champion, and I'm fine with that. One thing, though, that I want to talk about. We're building fences. We are building fences. Hangman Adam Page said he has fences to mend. And I talked about it before on here. I think CM Punk's returning. I really do. I don't know how I feel about it, but I think CM Punk's returning because there's, Mox is viewed as like, I don't know, the one to beat in AEW. And there's only two clean pins on Mox. And one is Hangman, and one is CM Punk. There's been a couple other hints at CM Punk returning. I don't know. If he returns, I would like to see him as a true heel. And that kind of makes me wonder if he really is returning, considering the heel turn of Tony Storm and Saraya, which I really like. It's given me, NWO, WCW vibes, so I'm completely here for it. The main event that night, though, Kushida and Darby Allin. Darby Allin putting his TNT title on the line, and I really enjoyed the match. I will be 100% honest, because I don't know how to beat anything else. I thought Kushida was a joke before seeing this match. Like, I thought he was a fucking clown. Like, dude's gimmick was, I don't know. But I was wrong. Dude is a stud, and I want to see more of Kushida. And I think him and Darby shaking hands in the ring. I think the only reason Darby didn't go for the pinky promise on a second match was because his shoulder was fucked up. So I don't know. I hope there's another match, but I like that the title is constantly being put on the line. I like that they're making it sort of like a tournament, and that's why I'm kind of digging the little tag title excitement right now over on SmackDown. It's a lot of fun. I like the teams that are in it. Well, I like a couple teams that are in it, I'll be honest with you. Team Bang Bros. I mean, Bro Bang, or Banger Bros. Why would you let that name go through? And I wish, maybe that would have occurred earlier, like a 90s thing. Because could you imagine the merch that they would have made of Banger Bros during the 90s? During the freaking Attitude Era? I can't. Another thing I can't with is Hit Row. Like, how are they still trying to push them as, a tough, worthy opponent in the tag team scene? I can't really get behind it, but whatever. One thing I can get behind, though, this back and forth promo. I mean, I was here for it. I'm not the biggest Charlotte Flair fan, but I like her more than Ronda Rousey. So her snagging the title off Ronda Rousey, I'm here for that. And Sonya Deville against Charlotte Flair. I hope to see something happen at Royal Rumble, but I don't think anything's been announced yet. If so, missed that. But we'll find out. One match I am excited for at Royal Rumble is Kevin Owens going up against the Tribal Chief, the one that always needs attention, Roman Reigns. I like the storyline a lot. I really do. I'm sick of the bloodline. Like, I'm over that shit. But I like the story. So, I don't know. Maybe it all plays out the way it should, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, take down the bloodline, and maybe they start going after the tag titles. Maybe that's how they fully finish off the bloodline. I don't know. It seems like they're the goal right now, the underlying goal of Sami Zayn is helping Kevin Owens get the title off of Roman Reigns. Whether that's, verbalized or not, whatever. But it definitely seems like the thing that'll happen, and I'm definitely here for it. A lot transpired on Rampage this week, and a couple surprising things, to be honest with you. I really like Willie Mack. I really, I'm glad to see Brian Cage getting a bigger push right now and all that. Because, Brian Cage is a fucking stud. And I don't know why AEW doesn't use their big guys. Follow the blueprint that WWE set to some extent. You know what I mean? Because it works, or it has worked. But I really like Willie Mack. He gives me he's like a mix of like Junkyard Dog and like Bam Bam Bigelow, and I really fuck with that. Like he's a big dude that can move. You don't see that much in wrestling, period. And I really enjoy it, and I'm really enjoying Jade's run right now, like the past few wins, not the whole 49-0 bullshit. Because I see some baddies turning on her. I don't like the whole baddie stuff. I really like Red Velvet, though, and it seems like they're building for Red Velvet to take the belt off of Jade Cargill, and I'm all about that. I would rather see that than Jade Cargill, who Red Velvet can wrestle better, I think, than Jade Cargill, and Jade is 49-0. So I don't know if that means we're going to see her in Red Velvet at Revolution, or if they're going to put together some sort of tournament real quick to try to, push who they want to push in that moment, which is kind of what's happening with Action Andretti. They are just giving him opponents right now, good ones. He's pushing out good matches, and I love it. I'm all for good wrestling. I don't care what company it's coming from. I just want to see good wrestling. I'm sure a lot of people think the same, We spend money with this shit. We're consumers of the product. We want to consume a good product. And right now, I think, my opinion, I think AEW has the better wrestling. I think there's a couple storylines in WWE that are better. But I do think that there's way more wrestling on AEW, even though there's less time on the shows. So that kind of breaks out odd, especially when you're doing something like this. Like I said, like I feel like I dedicate almost 3 times of the amount of time to watching WWE's product. Yet AEW has more like physical wrestling.